Web. What's up, everybody? My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and I'm here this morning at Ellis Home and Garden to showcase their fabulous ribbon. And honey, do we have a sale for you today? We are celebrating Christmas in July. You better be too. If you're not, Hallmark Channel has been playing their movies now for the whole month of July. We have 2 more full weeks left, so honey, you better get on there, channel 312 on DirecTV. It's so good. I've watched so many, I can really tell you how the plot happens on any of them. But anyway, guys, so we're here at Ellis Home and Garden this morning, and of course, since we're celebrating Christmas in July, we have a couple of sales for you. You know, we always offer item of the week. So our item of the week this week is all Christmas ribbon, no matter what kind it is, no matter what size it is, it's all 50% off. So it's a great time to stack up on that ribbon because, of course, the holiday season, the busy season is approaching, and it's always good to have a variety of ribbon to use in your projects. But that ain't good enough, honey. We want to keep going. So to show our appreciation to you guys, we have a 20% off the whole website sale. So all you have to do is when you get ready to check out, use the coupon code online20 in all caps, so online20, and you will receive 20% off your whole entire purchase, including sale items. So it's an additional 20%. Girl, I gotta go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I gotta go in here and shop. So for real, ellishomeandgarden.com, you can find anything we're using today along with lots of other great products. There's some great fall pumpkins on there, the black and white. And girl, I think they're already on sale, and you get that additional 20% off by using code online20. So as you guys come in today, drop down below, let us know where you're watching from. Any questions or comments that you guys have, leave those down below, and Gina will relay this to me. My computer is having a heart attack, so I don't know what's going on. I had it updated to Windows 10, and it is sitting over here spinning, you know, kind of like me after too much wine. So we're just gonna have to take it easy and see what happens with this. I hate it though because I can't see anybody's comments. It's really going to tick me off. But hopefully we get it to work in a sec.
Morning, Teeny.
Hey, Teeny. Okay, I hope you guys had a wonderful week so far. I can't believe it's the middle of July. This month has flown by so quickly. Oh, look, there she is right there on the screen, but I can't see the comments still. Oh, here we go. Hey, Linda. Hey, Rosa. How are ya? Hey, Tracy. Okay, I'm excited now I can see y'all. So I'm so excited also, guys, because Dina is finally freaking back. She left the country, honey, came back 3 years later, and we are glad to have you back, Dina. So tell us real quick, hey, Miss Fabulous, tell us about your trip in a few words. I asked her last week and it didn't go over too well, so maybe she'll tell y'all.
It was a vacation.
It was a vacation, but I feel like you need a vacation from the vacation.
I need a vacation from the vacation.
Okay, but we always like to find something we like about something we do. So what's the one thing you had a good time doing while you were there?
Watching the 4-year-old at Disney World.
But you're like a 4-year-old too, aren't you, at Disney World? Did you have a good time there?
We saw all the princesses because that's what she wanted to do. So
Yeah.
we saw all the princesses.
Did you go on any rides?
A couple.
Yeah.
But they were geared for the 4-year-old.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to go on those big rides. I've been watching on Facebook. They have like these ads. Hey, Marge Miller. They have these ads, and it shows all these new rides they have at Universal, like the Hogwarts stuff, and that looks really cool. And I've heard it's really interesting. You can buy wands, you know, bippity boppity boo, honey. I want to do all of that stuff. So me and Morgan and Josh are planning to go there, hopefully in December for the first time to Universal. And I think Disney's right down the street, so I want to go there too. Might as well do it all. You know, might as well blow my credit card out in one time instead of 2. Hey, Lynn, how are ya? Hey, Teeny. Hey, Louise. I am not there yet. Oh, Teeny said you were in her backyard and she didn't see you.
Really?
Yeah, she said right beside Disney World. Okay, y'all, we're going to get started, honey. We're going to be doing some fabulous Christmas bows today. This video is all about bow tying. So we're going to be using the Pro Bow of the Hand. You can find this product on our website, ellishomeandgarden.com. Let's see. Hey, Margaret, how are you? Well, girl, we like to catch up here and have a good time. So stick with us. We're going to do some bows, but we also like to talk and communicate as well. Hey, Judy. We're going to be using the Pro Bow of the Hand, guys. This product is one of my favorites, and it's available on the website also. Again, use that coupon code online20. It's in the description, and you can get 20% off this today. I know, Teeny. I got it. Hey, Maria, how are you? Hey, Pam from KC. Why don't I say that? Where's that at? Kansas City, right? Kansas City. Okay, y'all. So we're going to get started. With the Pro Bow, you want to make sure you have your spool holder over here with lots of different ribbons on there. And then you want to have some wire. You're going to use 26 gauge wire for this project. Now, you could use a pipe cleaner. I've never tried it, but I think they're not as long as this. I think this is 24 inches. So I don't think the pipe cleaner is long enough. But we're going to use 2 pieces of this just like this. Hey, Maureen. How are you? Hey, Lindy. All right. So we're going to start with a 1.5 inch. This is one of my favorites to put at the beginning of the bow. Also, if you guys are wondering, the Pro Bow is set to row D. Okay, I use D for almost any standard bow. I like to put them on my trees, on my wreaths, on my garlands, all kinds of stuff. Hey Dennis, absolutely. My initials, Maiden and Mary. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get started, guys, by putting the wire on the ribbon. If I can get this in my hand. And we've got to talk because I went back to Cheddar's. Okay, and y'all are just gonna die. Okay, I did an update too on my Facebook story the whole time I was there. So I documented my whole experience for y'all. And
I was trying to catch it and I couldn't.
so give me just a minute and we're gonna talk about Cheddar's, honey, and so much more. Okay, so now that I have my initial ribbon on the peg, we're gonna go ahead and start. So I'm gonna pull that tail up here out of the way. Hey Debbie, hey Terry Lynn, how are you? Hey Sharon. Go up here and honey, let's start on that center loop. Okay, get that center loop, and then you'll wanna come back here behind that base dowel, and that's where you're gonna do your pinch and twist. It's very important that you put all of that in as neatly as possible, so that way when you get ready to tie your bow off, everything is intact. And we're gonna do 3 loops, so we're gonna go on 1 L, 1 R, and the center dowel. Bloop, just like that. So we got 3. Okay, I'm gonna pinch and twist as neatly as possible back here on this base dowel. And now we're gonna grab us one more piece of this 26 gauge wire. This is what's called our helping hand. And let's run her through. And we're gonna use this to tie off all of the additional ribbons because we're gonna use multiple ribbons for this bow. Hey Jan, hey Sarah, how are ya? Connie says, Dina, what did you think of St. Augustine?
Didn't make it.
Oh, she did make it. Oh, I can tell she's upset, so we're not gonna ask her. Hey Debbie, how are you? Oh, Sharon says you were missed. She was missed.
Oh, thanks.
I kept looking up last week, y'all, and I was like, who am I talking to? I had to talk to the plants over there. Okay, so now that we have that 1.5 inch started, we're gonna gather a different ribbon. I'm gonna go with this traditional plaid. I love plaids, especially at Christmas time. They're so nostalgic, and you can use them for almost any design. You can dress them up, dress them down, do all kinds of stuff. Hey Jeanette. Okay, so we're gonna start adding this one in. Sidebar.
Karen says she's glad you got some new scissors.
Girl, I know. You never know with them scissors. Hey, Anita. How are you, girl? Oh, that needs to be our new hashtag, Dina. Jan said, hey, D&D. Okay, sidebar, guys. Before I went to Cheddar's, the reason I went there, we went to the movie theater, and guess what we saw? We saw the new Toy Story, finally. Have you seen it yet?
Not yet.
Do you want to tell you anything about it?
No.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, though. It was a little sad at the end. Not sad in a bad way. Like, nobody dies. It's Disney. But, you know, it's just a little, it's different because I think it's the final movie, right?
I think so. Thought 3 was the final one, but
I didn't see that one. Okay, so I feel bad because I went back after the movie and I looked and I saw all of them except for the 3rd one. Which is your favorite, the original?
the original.
I know, I kept looking for that Sid kid to make an appearance. That little devil. But he never did. Hey, Teresa.
Teeny's painting rocks to hide.
To hide. Hey, Sarah. Okay, so now that we have that one on there, Dina's going to give you a up-close look. So this is what it looks like so far. We have 2 different ribbons on there, and we have stopped on 2L and 2R. Okay, so now what we're going to do is mix in a little bit of, let's see what I want to do. I think I want to mix in some black and white chalkboard.
Jennifer says they should have left it at 3.
Let's see. Dawn Reynolds. Girl, you should have got an email and you have the link on there to add you to the group. And I've emailed you back a couple times too, but I'll go back and check it as soon as the video is over. Hey Janet, how are you? Teeny says they're filming out on the rock painting.
Linda, my grandniece is 4 years old, so a lot of it was geared for her. So it was, as long as she had fun, that was all that mattered.
Sometimes it's about the kids, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Hey Debbie Lynch, how are you? Okay, so now I'm going to go back with a 2.5 inch chalkboard ribbon. Thanks Jan so much, we appreciate it. For anyone who just popped in, also don't forget that Ellis is offering an item of the week this week like we do every week. And this week all the Christmas ribbon is 50% off because we're celebrating Christmas in July. And we also have 20% off your entire purchase. So all you have to do is when you get ready to check out, type in the code online20. and you will receive 20% off your entire purchase, and that includes the sale items. So now's a great time to check that out. There's some great fall stuff on there. They're starting to upload those black and white pumpkins, which I saw all over the place at Market. Those are on there available for purchase as well. Donna, I hear you, girl. It's actually burning up right here in this room.
Yeah.
I'm like dying right now. When we got some rain from that tropical storm that was down by New Orleans, we actually got some cooler weather. It was kind of cool this weekend.
It was.
But then I don't know what happened because now I'm sweating. It's hot outside, it's hot in here, but that's what happens in Texas, I guess. It just keeps on going. Okay.
We're not even in the dog days yet.
I know, wait till August comes. Okay, let me show you guys a little trick. So we use this ribbon with the Santas on it, the 1.5 inch at the very front. And I'm gonna use it again, but we actually have this same ribbon in a 2.5 inch. So I'm gonna use the larger size down here to add some more. So if you guys are just popping in, we're on 4L, 4R, and we're gonna continue by using this
Rebecca
ribbon in a
just
larger
pinned it.
size. Oh, Rebecca just pinned it down below. Hey William, how are you? Good to see you.
Anita says, does the wrong side of the ribbon face you when using this gizmo?
It can, but honestly, I don't ever let it get to me. I just kind of do what the ribbon wants to do because you're always going to have that chance of it kind of, going the wrong way. But actually, Regina on her site, or on her YouTube channel, y'all check it out, Probo the Hand, she has a video showing how she actually cut the ribbon to make sure that all of the, either it's faces or wording, it's all going the right direction.
Teresa says she's sitting here sewing fabric pumpkins while you're making Christmas designs.
Well, girl, we got to get this Christmas in July out of my system because I need a little bit of a boost because it's coming. And we have this channel on DirecTV, and it's called All Christmas, and they play all Christmas songs all year round. So Josh came home the other day, and he nearly shot me because I had on Christmas stuff. Because when I clean and stuff, like when I clean and whatever at the house, I like to have music on, and I just thought, well, why not I put Christmas on it today? Okay, so now that we have this, let me show you guys right here what it looks like. Okay, so now we're going to move on with, let's see, some more, I think, of this classic plaid right here. Good morning, Annette. How are you? Hope you're having a great day so far. Hey, Colette. I think, don't we all? But Dina loves it as much as I do, so we don't mind doing it at all.
Nope.
We like some cooler weather. And Dina works at Walmart, and I've been asking her, when are y'all going to put out your school supplies? Because oh my God, y'all, when I was a kid, I hated school, and my summer would be going great, and they put out those school supplies, and they have a smell about them even. It just upset my stomach when I knew I was going to have to go back to school. Oh, Anita, I'm on an 80s kick lately. 80s movies, 80s music. I love the 70s too. I love everything about the 70s. Okay, let's talk for a sec. Can we talk? I'll give Dina a rest on her hands. Okay, so speaking of 80s, if you guys are 70s, Anita, there's this show, it was just one season long, but it's super cool. It's called American Woman, and you can probably get it on Amazon or on Netflix or something, but it's about this girl, and it's based in the 70s, and the reason that this show came about is because they wanted to showcase the culture and the clothing and the colors, and I love the 70s. The cars, the clothing, the hairstyles. It's one of my favorite times. What's your favorite time, Dina?
The 80s.
The 80s. I think all that stuff is cool. I wish that like those cars and everything were still around. Also, I have a really strange question. I don't know where this came from, but if you know the answer, leave it down below. Maybe Dina will know something. Okay, so when they go and do like these like TV shows and movies, and it's set back like in the 70s and 80s, and they have all the surroundings and all the cars, where does this stuff come from? Because it's no longer made. Do they have like big warehouses full of props that they use? I've always wondered, like, where do they get this stuff to make it look as if it was in the 70s or 80s? Because they don't produce that stuff anymore. So where is it?
They may make it just specifically for that.
Talk about a waste of money. Anyway, I just always thought it was pretty cool. Hey, Gail, how are you? My comments are stuck. Jan cleans the praise music. I love that too, girl. I needed praise music the other day when I was at Cheddar's. Okay, can we talk about Cheddar's real quick before we finish this up? Well, let's finish the bow real quick, then we'll talk about Cheddars. So I'm going to finish real quick with the plaid, and then we're actually going to use a 4-inch, which is one of my absolute favorites to incorporate, especially my Christmas designs on the back of this bow, and that's really going to help finish this bad boy off.
Annie says they do have warehouses full of stuff. And
Yes, because like even like the cups and the food and the cars and the clothing, it's just all perfect. And I'm thinking, where the heck did they get 50 cars that look like this? You know?
they said cars come from collectors.
Oh, okay, they let them borrow it and stuff.
Shorty's on here.
Hey, Shorty, what's up? Okay, oh, y'all, I'm so obsessed. Look at this 4-inch polka dot ribbon. It's kind of sequined. This would be gorgeous in a bow, on a tree, no matter what. So we're going to use this at the base of the bow. And it's really going to help fill this out because it's so large. Okay? So y'all check this out. And this is really easy to work with. It's got wire in it. We're going to put this bad boy back here on the back side. Okay? And we're going to go around these loops 2 times because I want 4 loops at the back. Okay? So we're going to loop this around. There's 1. Loop it right here on the other side. And you can go over the same pegs multiple times. Okay? So now we're going to go on this side once, and then once more on the opposite side, and then we're going to tie off our bow and begin to fluff it out. Okay, so use that helping hand wire come through now, and make sure you tie this off extremely well. Annie, I'm going to have to do some research to check this out because I've always been interested in where they get all the props that they have for different movies. It's kind of fascinating to me. So to finish tying off your bow, guys, take that wire that we initially put on that base finger. And now we're going to tie these off. And you want to do this, of course, as tight as you can so that it doesn't come loose because we're going to be pulling on all the loops to get them fluffed out the way that we want. So pull that pretty good. And the easiest way to get this to come off of your board is to take this base finger, kind of wiggle it, and then everything just kind of slides off of your board. All right. So while I fluff this, we've got to talk about cheddars. Okay. We got to talk. Let me update my comments so I can see everybody over here.
He's asking about Stella.
Oh my God, speaking of Stella, hey Kelsey, hey Pat, hey Georgianne, me too. Stella and Molly, so let me tell you, Adina, you'll tell me if you've ever heard about this because she's the animal person, and I'll take your guys' advice as well. So I ran out of dog food the other day. I couldn't tell you what kind of dog food I use, but I know what the bag looks like, and I give them milk bones, okay? They've ate them for 3 years now, the big, large milk bones. That's what I give them for treats. And depending on how good they are, depending on what kind of mood I'm in, sometimes I might give them 2 or 3 a day. You know, they've never got sick. So they run out of dog food. So instead of me going to Walmart, where I usually get the food, they have the same food, same brand, same bag at PetSmart for, it was like $10 extra for 20 more pounds. So I thought, well, that's a steal. I can get a bigger bag, save some money. So I went to PetSmart, I got the food, brought it home, and they were out of milk bones too. So I got some milk bones at PetSmart, brought them home. The food was the exact same brand. I started feeding the dogs about 2 days later. In the middle of the day, it was on Sunday, Molly started getting sick and she would throw up. She threw up all over my house, y'all. All over my brand new rug, all over the kitchen. It was awful. And she was just sick. And Stella was fine. So I had to get up and I had to basically shampoo the carpet. I had to clean it all up. I was trying to, relax. It was raining here Sunday. Trying to watch a dang Hallmark movie and I couldn't because Molly was throwing up. So I got all that cleaned up. Fast forward, we go to bed at like 12 o'clock, midnight probably. I'm laying in bed, I put on another Hallmark movie, I'm kind of winding down, listening to Joy to the World. All of a sudden, and Stella is down there throwing up now all over the floor, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding. And she, of course, had to be messy, and so she got it on her foot and on her bed, and so I had to get up and clean all that up. She did it about 3 or 4 times, and I laid there, and I kept looking like, girl, if she throws up again, I'm going to pick her up and take her to the trash can because she's messing up the whole house. And it smelled like a daycare center in there. Okay, so then I go to sleep, and I woke up at 2:54 because I had the, I don't know if you guys are like me. I can wake up if I smell something, and it doesn't have to be pancakes because I smelled something and it was not pancakes. But Molly had now started coming out the other end, okay? And I was like, what in the world have they gotten into? So I literally had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and mop the bedroom. It was that bad. I locked them outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, made them go potty. Thankfully, no one's got sick again. But what could it be? They could have got into something in the yard, and we had a lot of rain. But surely it couldn't be the food or the treats because I haven't changed anything. I changed where I bought them, but have you ever heard of that? They must have gotten something in the yard.
It must have been something in
'Cause
the
they both
yard.
got
Because if
sick.
it was the same food, that shouldn't have.
So Stella and Molly are good, but they messed up my house. So, I'm the one who wasn't good.
With all the rain, did you have any mushrooms in the yard?
Not that I noticed, but I don't ever go out there, so I could have. I heard that makes them real sick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, by the way, if you just popped on, I like to keep plugging this just so everyone will know and they don't miss out on an opportunity. All of the Christmas ribbon is 50% off on the website, and you can use the online code, coupon code, online20, all caps, at checkout, and you can receive 20% off your whole entire purchase, and that does include the sale items. So the ribbon is 50% off. You get an additional 20% off of that sale price as well. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just going through, I'm grasping the bow at the back where we tied it off, and I'm using my fingers and I'm coming through here and looping all of this out and fluffing them out. All the wire that we used, all the ribbon that we used has wire in it, so you can really get in here, and you want your loops to look like they're really full and pretty. Don't want anything to be flat. So I'm coming through now to kind of position all of this the best that I can.
Tammy says there's a virus and a flu bug going around with dogs.
Right. Well, I hope that if that's what they had, they had it and it's over with.
And then a couple of people have said, check your expiration date on the dog food.
If I did that, y'all, and it was expired, I would throw a tantrum. Okay. So y'all give me just a second. I'm going to have Dana come up and show you what the ribbon looks like after we've fluffed it out. Alright, so this is what it looks like, guys. That 4-inch really makes a big difference at the back or the base of the bow. It really changes the size and the width. Again, this would be perfect nested onto a Christmas tree branch. It's a really great filler. So you don't always have to buy floral to make your tree look full. Ribbon can do the same trick. You can also place this at the top of a wreath, a PVC wreath, or a teardrop, and then you can work your way down from there and really get a great outcome. So that's just an example of what you can do on the Pro Bow by using different ribbons. Of course, you can use different ribbons as well, depending on what season that you are in.
The discount is taken off at checkout, correct?
Yes. Hey Barbara, hey Pam, how are ya? Oh, I know, Tisha, me too. It scares me to death. Okay, let's say a lot of people have said their dogs are getting sick. Hey Eva's Reeson Moore, how are ya? Hey Deborah, hey Phyllis, thank you. So Linda, it's 50% off all the ribbon, that's the item of the week, and then 20% off your entire purchase. So that means if you buy pumpkins, if you buy mesh, if you buy whatever, even if it's on sale, you get an additional 20% off. And the link is in the description to all of that stuff. Hey Brenda, how are you? Thanks, Pam. Okay, let's do a few bows by hand. Let me move this out of the way. And while I'm getting set up, let's talk about Cheddars. So, I went to Toy Story 4. We went on Friday night, and Cheddar's just happens to be in the same parking lot, so you could literally walk there, and we did. And, depending on, or no matter what experience you've ever had in the past, one thing I can say about Cheddar's is they always have good spinach dip. Okay, always. So I thought, if anything, I could have some good spinach dip, and I was craving it, and it was literally right there. We could walk across the street. So we walked across the street. The whole time, Josh and Morgan were going, Dylan, you don't need to do this. I don't know why. This is so stupid. I don't know why you're going here. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to document this for my followers on Designs by Dylan and Dylan's Divas. And let's just get a kick out of this and see what happens. Because the good thing about Cheddar too, it's inexpensive. So it's not like we were going to spend $100 on a meal. That wasn't going to be not good. Okay. Ding dong. We open the door. We get up in there. What do you know? There's no hostess. I'm like, what in the world? Helen, what are you doing here? And so I stood there for a few minutes and, nothing, no Casper, no nothing. And all of a sudden, 15 minutes later, first of all, when you walk in Cheddar's, I don't know if they're all the same, but they have these paddles in the ceiling. Honey, all I could think of was, I wonder how much dust those paddles are blowing into the people's food, And so it took me 15 minutes, though, to think about that because there was no hostess. And there was no one in there. It was like a ghost town.
Hello, Karen.
I'm calm. Hey, Karen. I was calm, cool, collected. And the guy comes to the counter and he's like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, good, how are you? And I said, I would like to sit on the patio. And he said, well, let me see if we have a table. Honey, when I walked in the door, there was nobody on the patio. So there was 15 tables available. And so I said, okay, go check. So he goes and checks for 10 minutes. He must have ran into the bushes or something. Came back in and he says, oh, what do you know? We have an opening. I said, I know. So he takes us out to the patio and y'all, this is what happened. I had to go to the bathroom. So I ran to go to the bathroom, and Morgan and Josh went to the patio, and they were sitting out there waiting on me. And I have kind of a blonde moment sometimes. When I walked out on the patio, they had this beautiful Christmas lights, string lights, all over the top of the thing. And there was fans blowing everywhere, but like we just said, there was cooler weather, so it was about 75 degrees this weekend. But I don't know if you guys are like me, it could be 40 degrees. I still like a little breeze going. So they had all the fans going, these beautiful Christmas lights. It looked like a great little patio, except for my fan by my table where they set me, because there were so many people out there. So before I even thought about it, y'all reached up and grabbed that cord. Good thing I didn't pull, because those Christmas lights were weaved in between the blades of the ceiling fan, honey. If I would have pulled that string, I'd have ripped down the whole operation. I mean, we'd have had cords flying, choking people, electrocution, sparks flying. Thank God I didn't. And Josh and then looked like this at the table, like, sit your butt down. But that's not what they said. Okay, so I sit down at the table, and I had to ask Jesus to come help me. I had to put the praise music on. Jesus, take the wheel. Thank you for saving me. I almost got electrocuted. And could y'all imagine how I was standing there and all of that just ate those Christmas lights? I would have died. So we sit there. Then our waiter comes out 10 minutes later, and he says, hi, we're going to get you guys to drink. And I wasn't drinking. I just wanted Dr. Pepper. And so Morgan and Josh ordered them a little cocktail. I ordered Dr. Pepper. And I said, while you're here, we'd also like an order of the onion rings, which, by the way, those are always better looking in the picture. They're not always that great. And the Spanish dip. He said, okay, I'll bring you back out your stuff. Before I go any further, Morgan ordered a cranberry vodka with lime. Lime, you gotta have lime when you have cranberry vodka. So he comes back out 15 minutes later with the drinks, and the first thing I do is, I move out the way, because, honey, last time he had that tray in his hand, it went on my mom's lap, and she was baptized with a bottle of wine. So I was not in the mood for that, so I moved out the way, and he was like, what's wrong? And I said, you don't need to know, just flashback. So, and I said, be careful with that tray, don't get the Christmas lights, because I said I literally almost pulled them out of the ceiling. So he brings us our drinks, and I'm documenting this the whole time. So after he brings them, it'd been like 15 minutes, and I thought, well, let me update everybody. So I have my phone here, and I'm like doing my story, looking around, and I'm doing the story. Morgan got a cranberry vodka, Josh got a painkiller, and I look over and I said, oh, where the heck is my Dr. Pepper? It took me 15 minutes to realize I didn't have it, and I was like, where's my Dr. Pepper? By this time, the appetizers come. The appetizers are good, okay? Except for when he come back, I said I need my Dr. Pepper, and Morgan said, by the way, I was supposed to have some limes. And he said, they were actually in there cutting the limes a minute ago. Let me go back and get them. So he comes back and checks on us. He's still ain't got no limes. And Morgan said, well, sir, when you get a chance, she was very nice. When you get a chance, where's the limes? And he says, oh, by the way, where are the limes? A minute ago, you were in there chopping them. And sidebar, people, here is Cheddar's, okay? Here is Target, here is Walmart, and here is all these places that sell limes. Go outside and come to Ellis, we got a treat. And so no limes. He said that they, wherever they get them, they're out. How you gonna have margaritas with no limes? Just saying, close the bar. That's like Dairy Queen when their ice cream machines broke.
Yeah.
How you gonna have blizzards with no ice cream? Just saying. So I took a deep breath. He brought me my Dr. Pepper. I better put these down. And we get our food. So speaking of the food, I ordered chicken strips. That was a bad idea because I always get one thing there that's pretty decent. It's called a maple bacon chicken sandwich. It's very good. But it's kind of like those Dairy Queen commercials. On the TV, it looks amazing. And they always advertise these fresh country chicken strips. They just fry it up in the back. No, shout out to Swans. Anyway, so order the chicken strips. Josh orders buffalo chicken wrap. Morgan gets nachos. So we get our food, and all my chicken strips do not look like that country chicken on the TV. They look like Tyson. And they're cold as heck. And I also got French fries with them and gravy. And Josh got his food, it was cold. Morgan got her nachos, and it was kind of lukewarm. Okay. So I'm kind of taking a deep breath, and I'm like, well, hopefully this tastes better than it looks, girl, because this looks like exactly what I had on Thursdays at the cafeteria at Spring Hill. So I took a bite, and it was, I like Sonic chicken better. It was that bad. But here's where it gets a little crackering. The freaking French fries, I started to dip and do it in my gravy, and the gravy was literally thick. It didn't even run. It was like a big thing of mashed potatoes, okay? So I was trying to dip it in what are the potatoes going on? And my fry broke in half. You know why? Because it wasn't cooked all the way. Half the fries were still mushy. Like when you cook frozen fries and they're not quite done, they're kind of rubbery looking on the outside and they break in half. All the fries were like that, kind of limp, like, and my gravy was like dipping into syrup. I mean, it was awful. So I was disgusted at this point, and every time I would look at that gravy, it would just be looking at me like, like I'm old mashed potatoes. And Josh's food was cold. It wasn't good. So, needless to say, we got out of there. We spent $30. and it will never go back. And also, the man came out, and the waiter, and he was talking to us about the service there and how it had improved, and they got a new manager. And I said, oh, well, thank God. You know me, I don't care. But then thank God, because that girl that they had before, I can't stand her. She was a horrible manager. And he said, what's her name? And I said, I don't know her name. I just kind of know what she looks like, and I described her. And he says, oh, that was the best one. No, she was not. And I said, and you need to get somebody up in here to take care of this gravy, sir, because this is mashed potatoes and some Tyson chicken strips and fries. So needless to say, I will never go back there again. A horrible experience. It was a near-death experience because I almost electrocuted myself with the Christmas lights, which they should not do unless there's something hanging down that says, caution, you're going to kill yourself if you touch this. And I just can't deal with that place, y'all. They kept saying, well, we don't have any availability on the patio. There was no one out there, probably because the last person died of electrocution. So shout out to you, Cheddars, if you're watching. Don't send me no coupons, and please fix those Christmas lights before someone gets hurt. I will never go again, y'all. But let me tell you, I think I talked about it last week, maybe not. I found a new place that I would eat over Cheddars any day. I was telling Dina. We talked about it on here one day, I think. Arby's. So I went and finally tried those sandwiches, those market fresh sandwiches, and girl, they are the bomb.com. It's a little bit ridiculous to pay $10 for a sandwich you can make at home, but you know, who wants to make it at home? It's really good, so I recommend that you all go and try out Arby's and tell them I said hello, and then I sent you there instead of Cheddar's. And maybe they'll send us some coupons or something, we get a little sponsorship going, because me and Dina love good food, honey. Hey, Dana, how are you? Let me fix my thing, y'all. Since I pinned the comment, I can't see anything. Hey, Jim, how are you? Hey, Mel. Hey, Heidi. Okay, so anyway, yes, that's just an experience that I had at Cheddar's. If y'all have never seen my videos before and you missed my first experience, it was a doozy. You go back to the video tab on Ella's Home and Garden, look for the one where my background is kind of like a wood barn, and that's the video. I think I did a mantelpiece that day. That's the video where I talked about my first experience at Cheddar's. You got to go back and check it out.
Is it the mantle or the lanterns? So
it might have been the lanterns. It might have been the lanterns, I think. But also, I'm going to go back now and check out churches, and I'm going to have to do a documentation on that too. Wouldn't it be funny if I had Morgan video me throughout the whole thing? People would be like, who are you, Kim Kardashian?
See if the lady still has the fingernail.
Oh, that one nail hanging on by life support. I can't even talk about that without getting sick. Okay, so guys, if you're just joining us, my name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan. We are having a fabulous morning at Ella's Home and Garden. All the Christmas ribbon is 50% off for you guys. That's the item of the week that they're offering. For Christmas in July, they're also offering 20% off your entire purchase. So the code is in the description of the video. It's online20, all capital letters, and that will receive 20% off your entire purchase, including all of the sale items as well.
Judy said her Cheddars lasted about 6 months.
Ours has lasted too long. And let me tell you, this is a horrible story, y'all. Please don't get upset. They found somebody one time. He had passed away, and he was in the ditch in front of Cheddar's. Hope he didn't eat there from those mashed potatoes, because it was tragic. Like, this is not funny, but he had went to Buffalo Wild Wings, which is next door, I think, and he had drank too much or something. But I think he went to Cheddar's. It was that bad. Don't go. Don't go, people. I'm shocked too, girl. Okay, thanks, Terry. I love having a good time, and I don't mean anything bad by that, y'all. I know I like to make the light out of the situations, but I'm just saying, the first thing I thought when I saw that in the news, like, girl, he went to Cheddar's and ordered a Monte Cristo, and it was not cooked, you know? I'm just saying. Okay, may he rest in peace. I know, Anita. Okay, y'all, so we're going to move on with our bow tie. Remember, all ribbon is 50% off. You know, so we're going to start with, let me see what ribbon we're going to use to start. I think we're going to go with this black and white chalkboard ribbon. Again, when I was at Market, they had this everywhere. I loved it. So we're going to use a pipe cleaner for this. I've got a red and white one here. Not sure which one I want to use yet, but we will figure it out in just a sec. Okay. So have you guys had any bad experiences lately? Y'all make sure you leave a comment. Me and Dina love to know. It actually, that kind of gave me some excitement because it's been a kind of a dull couple weeks, you know, as far as there's nothing really been exciting going on. And then that happened, and it's just too much.
Andrea says she's going to Cheddar's just to pull the fan cord.
Girl, you better watch yourself. Watch yourself, girl. You're going to have no teeth left. You ever seen Home Alone when he shocks himself in that dryer? That's what I was going to be like. And can y'all imagine if I'd have got fried? I could have came back and told y'all. You know, I'd have probably been going like this or something because I'd still be shocked. But I could come back and told y'all. Maybe I'll go back and pull the fan cord or something. Okay, but be careful if y'all go there, guys. They're extremely busy and they don't have any spots on the patio to sit. So you might want to get in line, honey.
Patty's first time watching.
Oh, hi, Patty. How are you? Welcome. Okay, guys, so we're going to start, and let's just tie some bows with this pretty ribbon, see what it looks like. Okay? So I am going to do some ribbon here, the black and white chalkboard ribbon. Remember, any of those bows that we tie, guys, you can actually replicate these by watching the videos and purchasing the ribbon for 50% off. And you can put these on multiple things. They don't just have to go on a wreath. You can use them on your tree. You can even use some for a tree topper. You can use them on gift packages, any of that stuff. That's one of the first things I learned when designing is, of course, where to purchase scissors and, you know, what you can do. You know, where to purchase scissors, but also how to tie a bow. You always need to know how to tie a bow because it comes in real handy when you do that. One moment. Can I get a chainsaw in aisle 3? This is crazy. This scissors just work for me.
Jim says if you get shocked, you'll be better cooked than the French fries.
I know, right? I'll be kind of burned. And I like my fries kind of burned. And, you know, that's the sad thing about Cheddars is that they really have good French fries when they're cooked, and they really have good ranch. But I couldn't even enjoy the ranch just because of all of the raw food, you know?
You didn't give the dogs the leftovers, did you?
No, I didn't bring nothing home, girl. You don't know a secret? Don't tell anybody. You know, I'm trying to do better in my weight. So I went, you know, I joined Weight Watchers, and I was watching my weight, and then I watched the scale, and I lost a pound, so I went to Whataburger that same night, and I got some real food, and you know what? My fries were cooked. My fries were cooked. This is so pretty. Y'all look at this ribbon. This is new this year. It has that burlap edging on it, and it says Happy Holidays, Joy to the World, Jingle Bells. Love this.
Okay, they were just working.
There we go. A little butchered, but you know, what can we do? Hey Ann, how are ya? No, I didn't give anything to the dogs. Hey Jeannie, how are ya? Let's see. Hey Andy, how are ya? Andy, I need to come see you, girl. Y'all check out Ann from Ann's Petals, by the way. If you're in Longview, you need a fresh florist. She's my girl and she's amazing. Best work ever. Okay, we're gonna finish this one off with this sequin ribbon. Wouldn't this make a cute belt? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, multi-purpose, but you can really cinch the waist, which I need to do sometimes because, girl, it ain't good. You know, that's what Whataburger will do to you. We're gonna use this 4-inch to really finish this off back here at the bottom. Let's take a poll, okay? I think we've taken this before, but it's Christmas in July, so we're going to do it again. Leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite Christmas theme is. So example, traditional, red and white, candy cane, peppermint, chalkboard, blue. You know, y'all leave a comment. Lodge, leave a comment and let me know what your favorite Christmas theme is.
Brad and Amanda Beavers, first time watching.
Who?
Brad and Amanda Beavers.
Oh, we got a couple up in here. Hey, Brad and Amanda. Hope you guys and girls are having a wonderful day so far. You know me and Dina are here at Ellis. You working today or just here for the video?
I'm just doing the video.
Hey Leanne, how are ya?
I work tonight.
Hey Linda, we're doing bow tying.
Pink, burgundy, and white.
Oh, thanks Janet. Pink, burgundy, and white. That's kind of like mauve, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of pretty, like Victorian-ish, I guess. Okay, so now that I have this done, I'm going to go ahead and fluff it apart. Just fluff her. And I just grasp the back of the bow and I pull all of my ribbons apart. And then I'm going to go back now and file down the ribbon and make it, I'm going to fishtail the ends to kind of finish this off. Hey Nancy, how are you? Hey Tyler Pendarvis, what's up man? How are you? Tyler used to work here, Gina. What are you doing these days, Tyler? Are you still in Longview? Are you going to school? Ginger, oh, I love vintage, Marion. How are you? Dilla says red, green, and white. It's kind of traditional. I like that too. What about you? What's your favorite?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking.
Well, I think this is my dilemma every year, guys. I think that I want a certain color. And then I always go back to traditional, like peppermint and candy cane, gingerbread. It's just so Christmassy. Oh my God, we've got to talk. Can we talk? I forgot about something to tell y'all. So when I was watching my multiple Hallmark movies in between the dog, I have really noticed that their decorations are horrific. So they had this one strand of garland, and it had these big poofs of mesh on it that they got from an estate sale at the bottom of the box, and it was mashed on there and mashed and mingled. That's a new thing. It was horrible. Have you guys noticed that on these Hallmark movies? And sometimes they'll have a Christmas tree with one ball, which I guess it's meant to look as if they decorated it at home, but come on, girl. I mean, Stevie Wonder's Christmas tree is gorgeous, and he don't have poofs of mesh on there. Just saying. But I noticed that the other day, and I actually put it on my story, and I told my divas, and they were like, yeah, I agree. Some of it is horrific.
Tyler says school in Denton.
Oh, and Denton.
Was
You
it
probably
Denton?
partying a lot there. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, let me make sure. Yeah, Denton.
Have to keep an eye on him. You got a girlfriend, Tyler? You boot up these days? I love Mercury Glass. Hey, Dina, love you too. Handmade Christmas. Dylan. Anita. Okay, so speaking of vintage, we were talking about the 70s and 80s. They had this pizza place here in Longview called Pizza King, and they have one of those there. It's a tinsel tree with a color line underneath. Yes, they have them on eBay, but they're kind of expensive. I would love those though. Did you have one growing up?
Yeah.
Everybody did, right? Was that the thing? So do you put any ornaments on it, or you just leave it silver?
You put ornaments on it.
Yeah, but it has no lights. It has like the color wheel. That's it.
Yeah. No, we put lights on ours.
Oh, you did?
We didn't have the color wheel. We put lights on ours.
Okay, guys, so here's this bow. Look at all those beautiful ribbons together. You got the black and white chalkboard. You have the other chalkboard with the burlap edging on it. And of course, we finished this off with the sequin underneath. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? How are you? How are you? What's the easiest way to make a bow? Well, Brad, you can do a hand-tied bow like we did today. You can also go back, guys, and check out our video tab. There's all past content material on there. And then, of course, you can use the Pro Bow of the Hand, which, don't forget, 20% off the entire website today by using code online20, and you can purchase a Pro Bow. This is probably the easiest way if you have trouble doing it by hand. And we have videos on this that are really up close and in-depth, actually with Regina herself, which is the creator and designer of this product, on how to do the bows. Not just on row D, but multiple sizes and kinds as well. So the ribbon's 50% off, and then you can get 20% off your entire purchase, including sale items, by using online20, all capital letters. Hey Cindy, a lot of people had the color wheel. All right, guys. Well, I think that about wraps it up. I did a couple bows for you, showed you some different ribbon. Again, one more time, it's the last time I promise. 50% off all Christmas ribbon is the item of the week that we're offering, and then 20% off your entire purchase, including sale items. For example, if you purchase this and it's 50% off, you get an additional 20% off by using that code at checkout, online20, which is in the description to this video to help you guys out. Also, guys, don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook at Designs by Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N. I also have a monthly design group, Dylan's Divas. You can go to DylanPalmerDesigns.com, and it's $19.99 per month. What I do is I really focus on the principles and elements of floral design. I give you 2 to 3 live demonstrations per week that are exclusive only to my group members, and I give you 1 produced, pre-recorded tutorial per month. And this month it happens to be black and white fall grapevine wreath. And so if you guys are interested in that, or you're really kind of looking to brush up on your floral design skills, or just have a good time with us, again, it's $19.99 per month. You can cancel anytime. And my website is DylanPalmerDesigns.com. We would love to have you as a diva. I got lots of divas watching here too. Marianne, what the heck, girl? I'm glad you're here.
Carrie says, poor man's color wheel, a red heat lamp.
Oh, God, I know. Oh, and yes, anytime y'all need a review on somewhere, y'all just leave a comment and let me know. I will make it my mission to go there. If I like it or not, I'll take Dina with me. One place I will not ever be going is Red Lobster. Speaking of that, we'll have to talk about that next time. Remind me, Dina. I had a bad experience at Red Lobster one time, and I know why it's called Red Lobster now. So I'll tell y'all about that next week on Tuesday at 10, which is when I do my live video demonstrations here at Ellis. Y'all check me out, Designs by Dylan on Facebook. My website is DylanPalmerDesigns.com. EllisHomeandGarden.com. You can find anything and everything you see here today, plus much more. 50% ribbon, 20% off your entire purchase. Great time to stack up. I love you all so much for watching. I appreciate and thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're glad Dina is back with us. I mean, my God, it was a long 14 years when she was gone. So we're glad she's back. Y'all have a fabulous week. Keep me in mind when you go eat, and we'll talk to you and catch up with you on Tuesday. Bye, guys. Love you for watching.
Bye.